be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you would pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you.
Hi, welcome back. We drinking strawberries. And how she do it?
Strawberries.
Now we really drinking. And champagne. And champagne. We drink.
Rain from Flavor Love is doing well.
I hope she's doing well too.
Because she really likes Flavor. Flavor
She just seems so real.
Did you see Flavor Flav cuss me out?
What?
When I posted my flyer for my New York show on July 11th, please buy tickets. I put Flavor Flav. I spelled it Flava, which I didn't think too much about it. Mm-hmm. He replied to me, and it's actually, who's Flavor Flav? It's Flavor Flav. I'm sorry, William Drayton.
Mr. Flav.
My fucking bad.
Excuse me.
What, you searching your misspelled name to correct people? What the fuck?
Maybe somebody sent it to him or something.
It's no way. Like, hey, it's a bitch in Atlanta. Spell your name wrong.
I believe that we are all only about 3 or 4 degrees separated from one another, especially if you live in Atlanta. So, like, your shit gonna end up in front of the eyes of the person that you're talking about. It just is.
That was just so random.
Oh, like, girl, let me use this fan. I'm hot. I'm sweating my balls off.
It is hot. It is hot. So yes, welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the motherfucking pod. Like, follow, share, subscribe.
Absolutely. And we are at the SE Content House.
You see
and this is a real house, bitch. There's rooms and bathrooms.
We got to glow up.
Mazes and groves and shit and chasms in this motherfucker.
It's cold filtered water.
They got all the good shit.
We got an open bar. We got some Alizé. We're not drinking Alizé, but for
honestly,
all
I'm trying to find some Alizé for my party. I need some Alizé.
You just really have to go to Walmart, and you got to go to the worst Walmart you ever seen.
I'm not going on Gresham Road.
You got to go to Gresham Road Walmart to get you some Alizé. I swear on my soul.
I'm not going to Gresham.
Or you got to go to the Walmart over there by Morehouse.
I'm for sure not going to Mr. Everything Walmart.
I'm just telling you, you got to go to Mr. Everything Walmart.
I'm not going to Mr. Everything Walmart. That's when we parked for HEP.
I passed Morehouse coming here. I did me so much sex on top of that parking deck. I just had to look up and smile. I said, you know what? You used to be a fun bitch. You used to be somebody.
I do miss passing my places that my coochie has been out at. Every time I go to the main event in Cobb.
You fucked at the main event?
The main event / AMC over there by...
Oh, that's fun.
It was in the parking lot. We didn't fully fuck, but my butt did get ate in that parking lot. And it's well lit over there.
It's well lit. My thing is now, my age, me, because I was going to say my age, but nobody deserves to know that but me and Jesus.
All right. We know how old you are.
You know how old I am. People don't know.
The people know.
I mean,
people have our social security numbers. They know.
That's fair. Current me thinks some of the things that I did, like public sex wise, are sex crimes now. Degenerate. Like, I would want somebody arrested now.
The places my vagina has been out at is crazy.
That's so crazy. I had sex in the movie theater seeing Happy Feet too.
No, that's
it was an empty theater. It was an empty theater.
The Penguins are trying to tap and save the
But when we
environment.
realized nobody was in the theater, the little boy outside the door was like, make sure nobody comes in here. So it was not like we were fucking and other people were in the movie. But I did have sex in the theater seeing Happy Feet
I've never had full sex in the theater.
I rode me some dick in the movie theater during Happy Feet too.
That is crazy. Mm-hmm. Sex in the theater, like not I've been fingered because who hasn't?
Who hasn't been finger banging in the theater?
Who hasn't been finger banging in the theater? But
that's what makes you a woman.
Jasmine. And this before they had nice seats. This wasn't even the recliners. You doing that on a regular fucking felt seat.
My knees were hitting the armrest. I had bruises on both knees.
I bet you did. See, that's why I had sex in the Mustang once. And that's why I don't like American muscle cars anymore. I could not walk the next day. Not because of dick, but the middle console
the way you
fucking
had to bend
ate up my goddamn kneecap. I can't fucking do that.
See, my favorite car sex... However, I usually date really tall niggas, so some of this can't be done in like super. It has to be kind of secluded. My favorite is kind of like you as the lady is in the passenger seat, and then you lean over your body into the driver's seat, and they behind you at the passenger door. That's my favorite car sex.
They standing up outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's easy.
That's my shit. That's my fucking
last
song.
Full.
I ain't had car sex in some time.
But it's not hard because that boy has a larger SUV and we're not.
And he's
very
compact.
Big.
Y'all are a very small couple.
But now, again, when I was in that main event parking lot, it was in my little crossover SUV with a 6'2" nigga who was about 205, 215.
Them tall niggas get real bendy when the stakes are high. They get real
And then I was
contortion-y.
with a thick nigga in that Mustang, and I went through the front and passenger seat, you know, the little gap, and I was through here, and he was I was really drunk. I don't know. I think he was like behind.
I think now at my age, because we have homes and stuff, it's just like, we ain't got to fucking no car, man.
But sometimes you just gotta like get that car fuck out the seat. You still got it.
Well,
it's fun.
I haven't had a car sex in a minute. I think that the last time that I probably had car sex might have been 2019. And then 2020, I got really into bathroom sex. Like not public bathroom, but like.
Sorry, I'm completely like,
no,
you're talking?
I saw. I had some excellent like one stall bathroom sex. And
I've never done public. Now I've filleted. During twerking tequila, I filleted in the bathroom. That's crazy.
Was I there?
No.
Oh.
I ain't filleted.
I can't talk because I've fucked with you in the house before.
You have, and
that's
that
fair.
Honestly, like when they open the scroll of hell, that's gonna be number one.
I was getting put through the fucking wall. Sorry.
And I'm in there innocently, la 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 la. You,
100%.
sick.
Yep.
Very sick young lady. Just getting fucked. And I've done nothing to deserve that. Have I fucked with you in the house? Probably the same
probably
house.
so. Likely.
Did we contract to that party?
I'm pretty sure. I've stayed in that home across nights.
Yeah.
So
We may have been simultaneously like Bluetooth fucking at the same time.
just like a virtual Eiffel Tower. Them niggas would be so mad if they heard fucking horse.
I forgot y'all were here.
I did too. Honestly.
So yeah, booty hole.
Oh
Get
yeah,
the booty hole, you wanna
get
get a joke of the
ignorant
week?
shit.
Honestly, the
joke
booty
of
hole's a perfect segue. So we're gonna move the joke of the week.
We're gonna do booty hole first.
No, joke of the week first, and then I'm gonna do the booty hole.
Okay. I don't know what my
Y'all didn't send us no letters this week. Honestly, thank you, because it'd be too much sometimes.
It be getting to be a lot. Maybe because we said we're gonna do the letters on the Patreon, people are like, well, I'm not gonna send a letter if I'm not gonna hear it.
Yeah. You can still send them, you guys.
You can still send them and then just get the Patreon. Oh my God.
Okay, but go do yours first. I did my first.
I don't know. Okay, so my joke of the week. What is my joke of the week? Joke of the week. Joke of the week. I don't know. You're gonna have to go first. I don't
Okay,
know.
so I have this ridiculous fucking scar on my arm on my fucking birthday, which is crazy because why would I fuck up my beautiful forearm like this? It's like the only paper bag tested part of my body. Has a scar on
ma'am,
it.
please.
And now,
I thought you took your nose ring out. I was like, what is happening? It's not. It's in there.
no,
I
because
checked.
this nose ring will get the fuck up
No,
out of
it's
there.
in there. I
It
checked.
leaves sometimes.
No, I checked.
'cause-
Yeah.
Okay.
You look genuinely horrified that you thought it was missing.
My nose ring has fallen out twice. And I've had to re-pierce my nose with a safety pin.
That's great. I'm sweating. I know it because ever since that girl called me oily on Twitter that one time, I've never been able to get over it. I'm drinking. I'm hot. So if you see my skin sweating, you see me oily, shut the fuck up about it. You understand what I'm saying? I know what I got going on. I don't need you to tell me.
Bitch.
Motherfucker. I can't, and you know that, I don't think she was trying to be mean. But she's like, oily. I'm dewy.
But here's the thing. People, she wasn't trying to be. But what were you trying to be?
What were you trying to do? Because we need to work on your people skills.
Well, you thought I was going to say, thank you.
For calling me
$1,000.
oily,
what did
greasy
you
ass
want
bitch. Yeah.
from this? And we ain't even got to get on the parasocial because you already know how I feel about that. Anyway, so I have this big stupid scar. And
Tell them what you was doing.
So I'm gonna start lying about how I got stabbed. One of my old niggas really had to fight his baby mama in the parking lot.
You know you ain't fighting nobody, baby mama.
But
charges and pressed.
This is the most bitch ass reason to get a scar. So my period came on last week, and I was going through it as I usually do on my period. Mm-hmm. And only reason I haven't turned this fan on because it makes noise. Excuse me.
Okay.
And I was like, Mom, I feel bad. I threw up. Like, that's how I was like. My mom usually like, I'm not bringing you food, but she felt bad for me. So she's like, fine, I brought you some Wendy's. Yes, I fucking love Wendy's. She bought me a phone. But I was so sick. Like, when I was sick, like my period's on, I don't have an appetite, but I be in so much pain that I need to take ibuprofen, but I can't take the ibuprofen without no fucking food in my stomach. So it's like a really weird conundrum. So I was like finding to eat. So I go downstairs. It's got cold a little bit. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to put it in the air fryer. So I put my nuggets and my fries on one side. I like scrape off the cold shit. Put the burger in another one. Boom.
Right. Classic refry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as I'm like taking out the tongs, trying to, get the fries out. I think I drop a fry or some shit. And I'm like, ooh, let me get my fries. So like, say this is the basket to the air fryer. And I go like, and it's like, I'm like,
That's biblical greed. You reaching into the pits of hell.
I did it. So no, it's the double barrel air fryer. So the fry fell out on this side, outside of the air fryer. So I'm trying to reach it outside of the air fryer, but then I'm reaching for fucking Wendy's fries and got burned by the goddamn air fryer, and this shit done scabbed up. Look at this shit. I'm too old for this.
But you know what? Just slap a little Moderna on it.
I ain't put nothing on it, honestly.
It's gonna. Nice. I have a scar from getting high and cooking caramel nearly 10 years ago that has never gone away.
What's some other dumbass scars?
I got so many stupid ass cooking scars.
Like, just doing shit, bro. I got this scar been here since I was a little girl. You can't even see it no more, though. Okay. Booty hole. Go ahead.
No, I don't want my joke of the week. Let's see what my joke of the week might be. So I don't know. I don't really have anything going on that's like super funny. Cause shit's so serious right now, just because like adulting and like real life. I will say that like, I think one of the apartments that I applied to, the nigga has like a Wizard of Oz kind of like trolling thing going on. So remember when I lived at Wesley and I was trying to get a new apartment anyway. So like I lived at Wesley. I think I went to Michigan, then I came back here, stayed at my stepmom's, and then I said whatever. I don't live there no more. But I lived in Lithonia. Then I went to Michigan. Then I came back here, stayed at my stepmom's, and then I was looking for a new apartment. So when I was looking for a new apartment, I was looking for an apartment in the area that I live in now. And I don't delete any text messages. My oldest text message in my phone goes back to 2012. I don't delete shit ever. I keep everything because I know that I'm liable to seem crazy. So I at least want to have my receipts to back up that like, I might be crazy, but I'm not wrong about this. So I was applying to a bunch of different apartments back then. And I kept all the messages from the property managers that I was, applying to. I go to apply for apartments this time because I didn't want to move out of the building. Right. But the property manager, one of the property managers in my building was trying to charge like $1,750 for the unit across from mine when I'm paying significantly less than that for the unit that I live in now. So, and then it's got a white refrigerator and a white stove and all kinds of dumb shit. So I said, oh, you crazy as hell. No, never mind. So I started searching for apartments like down the street or around the corner, like shit like that. So I go and look at this apartment that's right on the way towards like Flying Biscuit and all that shit, like walking that way up the street. And so I go meet the nigga for the apartment. Well, this is a Whitman. This is a white man. I go meet him for the apartment and I'm asking him questions about the apartment. And he's like, I just know the price. I'm just the person that does the tours. Like, I really don't know a whole bunch. I'm just supposed to show you the apartments, blase, blase, blase. And so we get in the apartment. I said, I really love this unit. What's the application fee? He said, I'll waive the application fee, just apply. I said, okay, bet. He's like, do you have a dog? You seem like the type of person to have a dog. I said, ooh.
Fuck is that supposed to
I said, squeeze me? He's like, yeah, you got a dog? I was like, yeah. He's like, what kind of dog? And it's a pit. I was like, did you call me a nigger?
He did.
I said, oh.
He was right, but he also
I said, you're right, but you just called me a nigger. It's just like straight up. So he was like, well, pits aren't allowed to live in this building. I said, do y'all have more than one building? He's like, yeah, we hop on the golf cart. We own all these properties. So he pointed like 7 or 8 buildings that the same motherfucker owns. I had no idea. Just in that area that I live in. So he drives into another building. That unit was significantly more expensive, like $250 more expensive, but I liked it. I said, okay, I'm going to apply for it. Me and my nigger dog will live here.
You could have just said, no, he's a Labrador. Niggas was.
He was my screensaver. So if I had clicked my phone at any point, he would have saw it.
Threw that phone in fucking car.
So we go look at the other unit. I'm asking him questions about the unit. He's like, again, all I know is the price. I'm just the unit guy.
Just the boy.
So I do my Googles because something is not feeling right about him having absolutely no information on anything.
He not work there.
Let me. No, he works there. So I'm doing my Googles and I'm like, your name is the only person's name that pops up, even in regards to the LLC that owns this company. So when we were on the golf cart, he was telling me about how like the owners, they travel so much and they're never around. They're only in the country like 3 times out of the year, blase, blase, blue, blue, blue. And it sounds fanciful. It sounds like something a storyteller would make up. So I'm like, this sounds crazy. So I Google him. He's the only person involved, you know, like with the process.
Are these other personalities that are traveling?
I go to text him like, hey, I'm just trying to type up a text message. Hey, I'm just checking in. Like, I'm really ready to move about the unit. I'm deposit ready. I got this move-in date. Like, I'm ready to go. Messages from 2 years ago pop up where he was doing the same shit and was like, we got 300 applications on this unit. I don't know when I'm going to get back to you, but I'm just the man that does the tours. I don't know. Blase, blase, blase. Because I remember now abandoning the process because he was being weird. I believe 100% in my soul that man is pretending to just be a lowly apartment unit shower and he owns all those buildings. I believe in my heart of hearts that he owns those buildings. Because, you know, the high rises by my apartment, he was saying that the people that own those used to own those properties too, and they sold it and made a bunch of money on the high rise. So whoever these people are millionaires, like real life millionaires, probably close to like having like real 1%er money. I think it's him. Because I can't find any other information on this mystery couple that he's talking about. His name is on the LLC. It's you.
It's me. I'm niggas.
You're crazy. It's you. You're niggas. Why are you making up stories to people, bruh? Just do the business.
People need somewhere to live.
Do
anyway.
the real estate. Why are you making up stories?
That's terrifying.
Like, do you just not want to be the person that's directly responsible? Like, if somebody has a problem, you don't want...
It's a better scam if, like, you think you got a deal and it's like, ha, it was me all along.
I asked him, I said, so if you're just the apartments guy, like, if I were to apply, who do I... Because the application is, like, some sort of apartment application from, like, the 1980s where they want your work number and they want to know if you got any safety deposit boxes and shit like that. Like, it's an old ass...
My pager, too? Bitch?
Yeah, it had like a, not a beeper number. It had a work number, like work number, cell number, home number. Like it's that type of application. And I'm like, you know, and it's a PDF that you can fill out. Like it's not like it goes through a portal or anything like that. So I asked him, I said, when I send this application, if I wanted to check in on the status, who do I call? Oh, you just call me. I thought you was just the unit showing nigga. So what's up? So it's not necessarily funny, but I say all that to say I got me another apartment that has nothing to do with this weird bitch.
This fucking Rumpelstiltskin
what's
fucking
this
apartment.
fucking Rumpelstiltskin ass story?
I don't like that.
What is this?
Okay,
this drink hitting?
My drink is also hitting, so it's written all over our face.
Do you want?
We don't have to say
me?
a word.
No, we doing 2 different songs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna finish.
I get to have sex this week. That's so fun.
Shout out to Dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex.
Anyway, booty hole.
Go ahead. I'm gonna be mad, I think.
You are gonna be so fucking mad as soon as these words exit my lips. Are you ready?
No.
Which U.S. president do you think has the biggest dick? Out of all 46 of them. It's 46? Yeah.
The biggest dick?
Who do you think? And why?
Okay.
I know mine. I feel like yours is going to be the same as mine.
I would say Kennedy.
Because
I have acted up on a nigga when I know he got a bitch because that dick was pristine.
Because she not going nowhere, neither are you.
She not going nowhere, neither am I. I'm digging my fucking heels in, bitch. What's it to you? Come fight me about this nigga hoe. So for Marilyn to get up there and
Happy birthday.
and bust her vocal pussy open in front of all of America,
She didn't give a
that
fuck.
nigga had to have that pipe. I think all the Kennedy boys probably got that hammer.
That's what's weighing down on them airplanes and shit.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a goddamn lunatic. Don't piss me off.
That's the Kennedy curse, bitch.
I would have said Barack. But Barack seems more like a eater than a beater. And I know you're not supposed to say that about Barack Obama. I know, but he doesn't give me beat it. He gives me eat it. Which I wish Michelle would like drop a mixtape or like be a singer or something. Because you know how Beyonce refuses to stop telling
let
us
us know that he be fucking the shit out of her.
Not even that be fucking the shit out of her, that he be eating snatch. Beyonce will not stop telling us that he be eating that coochie. So I want Michelle to be like, girl, you was right.
Pussy from the back. Hello.
Hello.
You know what my answer is?
Don't upset me. Is it W?
Honest Abe. I feel like Abraham Lincoln had that thigh. Because think of every tall, skinny, lanky ass nigga that
them
you know.
Anorexic ass, finna die looking ass niggas.
Them niggas
be having
dicks be looking like my fucking calf. And he got the...
I can attest.
That's what they got him. All right. Ah.
I want to say something so bad, and I could justify it by alcohol, but I'm not going to say anything.
Take it to me.
I'm going to say it.
Oh, God.
One of Mel's boyfriend's friends.
You please.
Okay, I want to say
It's too late. It's too late.
Got a dick like a toddler leg. I swear to God, that shit like a pre-K leg. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. I just had to have it. Oh, sorry.
Redacted gonna put your head between the washer, the dryer, the
No, he ain't.
the dishwasher.
We're drunk. We're talking about things. I had a life before he existed. Then nigga got a big baby leg dick. What am I supposed to do about it?
And I wish I could unknow that. I can't unknow that.
I'm not saying like, yeah, can't wait to get back on it, but like it exists.
I can't. How am I supposed to be normal? Like, I don't like knowing.
Well, you know now.
Because I have some homeboys whose dicks I've seen.
Who?
We've talked about their dicks before.
Oh yeah, I want to see that one too. I'm probably never going to, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to
And I
see
said,
it. Oh,
platonically,
them little hungry ones be having a hammer. Get your little biscuit.
skinny men's.
And you be wanting them to stay skinny because don't do nothing. Don't change. Don't you eat shit.
What's
else.
for lunch? Nothing.
Nothing. Air.
For me, dick. No, I'm playing.
I feel like because they don't eat much, all the protein go to that.
Me, both of us, 2 podcast hosts found between the washer and dryer. But honest, Abraham Lincoln.
My nigga
said,
don't be listening to podcasts like yours.
Mine do. But no,
He be like, I'm in. That nigga be listening.
but he be laughing too because he thinks I'm funny, so that's great. But I just think of Honest Abe, like, I know this is ahistorical, but it's just for the sake of the joke. Let's just pretend that he gave a fuck about the slaves.
He didn't. But
Like, when your dick big, bro, freedom slaves.
We'll make that back. We'll make that shit back.
I was like, oh, fuck by this slave, bro. Freedom niggas, bro.
But
5 score in 20 years.
Abe Lincoln, if you stare real hard, looked a little niggery too. So it might track that he had a big fat cock.
Okay, so
but I think
episode,
Kennedy had that thing. You don't think Kennedy had that thing?
episode, this is why I'm
Would
doing
you
every fucking watch
fuck
list.
George W. Bush for 20 million American dollars to completion?
Which W?
George W. No Child
Which-
Left Behind.
At what point in time? Like when they was like, Mr. President, they've hit the towers.
Yep, the day he got his ear whispered in. You going?
Dumb niggas be fine. Like,
Dumb niggas can fuck.
He dumb as
It
fuck.
be like, your stupid ass ain't learned nothing but how to hunch. You don't know shit. You don't know shit at all.
W?
But you can throw that dick.
Like them young pictures of W.
He wasn't so
W
bad.
ain't bad.
He wasn't that bad. Now that daddy is crazy looking and mushy looking. But
Jeb? No.
no, Jeb. First of all, looking at the baby naming it Jeb, you hated that nigga
I'm
from
gonna
Jump
name.
Street.
Is it short for Jebediah?
Jebediah is not a name. Jedediah is a name.
I thought Jebediah is.
Jebediah is gibberish.
Jebediah is. a name.
Jebediah is not a name. You
And
made
not
that up.
Jebediah.
Jebediah is made up. It's Jedediah.
It's Jebediah.
It's not Jebediah. Are you crazy?
Jebediah is a thing.
You pissed me off. It's not, is it? Feeling real silent over there in Jebediah land.
Shut your fucking ass. Jebediah.
It's made up. It's Jedidiah.
Jebediah.
Made up.
It's sitting right there in fucking print. Jebediah. Things are called Jebediah.
Things are not called Jebediah.
The Jebediah Springfield. Jebediah is a name. People are called Jebediah.
Can I say something? You're going to be upset. It's just another silly bitch like you saying it wrong. They said it wrong when
there
the
are
baby
several
was born.
things called Jebediah.
It's wrong.
There may also be a Jedidiah.
It is
But Jebediah is also a thing.
Jebediah is a wrong bastardized version of Jedidiah.
Because the granddaddy on Boondock is named Robert Jebediah.
Disrespecting them Amish people like that. This tastes like...
Robert Jebediah Freeman. That's a name.
It's Jedidiah.
Jedidiah is a thing. Boom.
Okay.
And so is Jebediah.
I can accept that Jebediah exists as a name while still maintaining my position that it is a bastardized version of Jedidiah and is made up.
And maybe so.
Period.
All names are made up. Everything's made up.
That's fair.
I think Jebediah is funny and we should title the what you call it.
I'm going to be so cartoonishly drunk. Oh my God.
So this is the drunk history episode.
Drunk history, motherfucker.
And I just want to drunkenly talk about my favorite history topics, and I'm sure you have several.
I love history.
I love history so much.
I do
like
too.
I didn't really give a fuck about school all throughout school. But once certain topics came up, I was like, bitch, we're tapped in. What's going on?
What the hell is going on?
When we read Anne Frank's diary, bitch.
Oh my God.
I said, this is cinema. What the fuck happened when my girl died of typhus, bro? And I watched the movie and her and had the shaved head, like the buzz cuts and them striped
Once
pajamas.
we get into the point of historical strife where I have to shave my head or lose teeth or any of that shit, just kill me, bro. I will say that enough people were not committing suicide enough for me. Enough of these historical figures lived too long. I would have been out of here.
Like,
I would have been. I got to live in the attic. Oh, I'm out this bitch.
I'm
out.
why I'm like not anti-Semitic, because like I really resonated with Anne Frank's story. I don't know why I was so locked in with her, but she was just like a mouthy ass bitch just like me. So I kind of like really just related to that. And when niggas was being like, when Kanye was on that fuck Jewish shit, I was like, hold on, no, cause Anne Frank Jewish.
Get behind me, Anne.
Cause not that one. And who she like? Was it Peters that she liked?
Isn't Meryl Streep Jewish too?
If so,
Did I make that up? Get behind me, Meryl.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Streisand. Barbara be cutting up, but you can stand kind of behind me. Cause
a little to the left,
a little
but
to
you
the
can
left.
stand behind
but
me.
Barbara be cutting up.
But I don't know. I really like Anne Frank. The story was great. Miep Geese.
Who was that said women are the nigger of the world? Who said that? Was that Barbara Streisand or Yoko Ono? So one of them white women said that.
Did you
or was
see
that
Yoko
John
Ono
Lennon
screaming on the song?
I saw that shit. Bitch, let me tell you something. Women are just such unserious people. Because why are you doing that?
That is so funny.
Did John Lennon say women are the, or was it Yoko Ono?
We got to find out. And
somebody.
Song. That's the name of a song. A Woman is the Nigger of the World, song by John Lennon, Plastic Ono Band, and Yoko Ono.
Right. Okay. I think she wrote that part. The women are the nigger of the world part. I think so.
Women.
But nobody should have agreed to that. Niggas are crazy.
I'm sorry. I have never
heard of that. I don't know who I think Barbara Streisand might have repeated that or tweeted it recently, which is why I'm connecting it to her. I have to go and look. But I think she did that. This drink, let me tell you something. I have modeled my drinking.
Oh, that's Bette Midler.
Bette Midler. Oh, sorry, wrong lady.
So, but they kind of the same brand.
Yeah.
Bette Midler ignites controversy by quoting John.
Why would you say that?
You know how like the video of the girl, she ain't no diva. When she was like this. I know Bette Midler was like
send.
She ain't no diva. Bette Midler, why the fuck would you say
that, Bette Midler? But history. No, I want to talk about how you okay? Okay.
See,
I keep feeling
I can finally be drunk with you because it's something I like to drink. I don't like that shit. This I like. I don't. Whatever the fuck cow's blood you drinking.
It's not cow's blood, bitch. It's cognac.
Yuck. This is a drink.
It's good.
Look how light and pretty. It looks like one of, you know what this looks like? On Nutty Professor, the fucking Buddy Love juice.
Grow up. Why you gotta drink sugar drinks to enjoy alcohol?
That tastes like fucking motor oil.
It doesn't taste like motor oil. It tastes like warmth and trauma being fixed.
I'm about to be carried out this party on Friday.
You show this. I'm gonna put my wig on the stage if it's one in there when I get too drunk.
It's honestly, it's gonna be so ridiculous. Like everything, the most ridiculous parts of me are going to be intertwined into the party. I cannot wait for y'all to walk in and be like,
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be so
I can't
fun.
wait to show you the video that I based my outfit on. You're gonna be like, that's a woman. You're gonna be so proud. Cause like, I didn't want to do a generic like video vixen look, but that's where it was pulling me. And when I tell you the story of how I found my outfit, you're gonna be like, it was fate. It's really fate. It's really wonderful. My history. So the craziest thing that I think about is so many things in history. First of all, I like that when I get drunk, I like to talk about shit like this because like I always tweet that like niggas will get me drunk thinking we finna fuck. No, we is finna talk about the war.
You like to argue when you drunk or debate.
Oh,
this is your
honey, especially if it's hoes around, we finna get into an argument.
Remember you scared the hoes at the redacted show? You scared the hoes.
I scared them niggas so bad.
I was sitting there like,
I am
a hoe scarer.
A hoe scarer. I was scaring the hoes so hard.
And I was like Lester. I'm just like, hey, I'm so like, hey.
She was. You could tell that the hoes that I was scaring was trying to hold on to the fact that I was attractive, but I was ruining it.
You had ran out. Like it was one part. This dude was like, ugh. And I was like, hey, not too much. Like.
Because that nigga in particular was irritating me the most. And I wanted him to be scared. You're bothering me.
We scared of, remember the niggas outside of, we just have a long line of scared
we'd be scaring
the
bitches.
niggas outside of Waffle House. Then he was just concerned. Like he's in the background of our video just like, are they okay?
We was scaring niggas so bad.
Because niggas be like, bad bitches. Oh, they talking.
We be like, bully bitch. Patriarchy. Misogyny. You want to talk about war?
What's the fucking gif?
Oh man. But no, when I be scaring bitches, I be scaring them on purpose because I want you to leave me alone. And also, like, whenever I realize, this drink. So I model my drinking. Breast milk.
You made my day.
I've got no idea what you're doing.
Chappelle show?
I wasn't allowed.
In 2000, I wasn't allowed to watch Comedy Central.
I wasn't.
You've had 20 years to watch that one particular episode.
By the time I got around to wanting to watch Dave Chappelle,
you was too woke.
I was too awake.
I watched that shit at 10 with my dad. That's how he.
My dad had my dad had such a random collection of things that I couldn't watch because he wasn't super strict with the TV. But like, it's like he would hear one wrong.
Do I hear you niggas having fun?
Not even that. He'd hear one wrong thing on a show and take it. That in his mind, that's the whole show. So I think once I was watching the Chappelle show and I don't know what he heard, but he was like, never again. And the same thing happened with Degrassi. It was some episode of Degrassi where they were talking about like dicks and penis pumps and stuff. And me and my sister were watching that shit. He was like, get this shit out the neighborhood. Y'all will never see this shit again. And let me see it he actually figured out how to work the parental controls and just blocked the whole channel.
I set up the parental controls. That's the best part of having old parents. I was so ahead of them. But once I like started figuring shit out at like 13, I was like, I got something for y'all.
I'm going to be doing shit.
Be doing shit. I had a fucking operation going.
Not an operation, bitch.
I should tell this story on stage because it's funny as fuck. I told the story a million times about how I made a gay family on The Sims. And I got in trouble for it. So when I tell you my mama ripped the fucking zeros and ones off the goddamn computer, off the hard drive. So like Sims was my thing. Again, not most, but some girls in 8th grade are sucking dick. I just want to play
like gay family.
I just want to play God on my computer. So
which is still concerning.
It's still a little alarming.
It's still alarming.
But there are worse things I could do.
Yeah.
So there were worse things I could be doing. And I had reinstalled it unbeknownst. Like anytime I got in trouble, that Sims coming off that computer. Mm-hmm. And by 8th grade, I was fed up because you ain't gonna keep on taking my family from me. Because I didn't at the time. I didn't know
because they will die.
I didn't know how to save my files back then.
Okay.
Because this is like kind of more advanced for me. So now I know how to do it. I would get a new computer and got all my same niggas in there. I know how to put the fucking files on. I didn't know how to do it back then because I had to start all the way over with all my family. And I said, I ain't going. So I had like, them plastic like Sterlite or Rubbermaid drawers. Mm-hmm. I had them. So it was like my desk was right here. I had some drawers here and there was my door. So I would crack the door and open the clear drawer just a little so I could see them coming and know when to X out of my game.
Little minx.
When I tell you, I was in there simming it the fuck up. What was you in there doing? Nothing.
My operation, I was burning CDs of inappropriate music for like the shit that you couldn't listen to at home, because me and my friend Ebony, she was not, I think her name was Ebony or Erica, some E name. She wasn't allowed to listen to like alternative rock music. Her family thought it was cult music, and it wasn't.
I thought you were going to say Pretty Ricky or something cool.
No, please let me land. Please let me land. I'm getting there. She wasn't allowed to listen to like rock music, alternative music, shit like that. And I was, because my dad is a huge music nerd. So he's like, I want you to listen to all that shit because I want you to be a real, well-rounded person. You say you like music. I want you to listen to polka music, folk music, all of that. But she wasn't allowed to listen to My Chemical Romance, Green Day, none of that shit. Her parents were like, you get that white shit out of our goddamn house. I wasn't allowed, very specifically, to listen to mixtape Wayne. It was very specifically, I could listen to Lil Wayne, but the mixtapes are too grown for you. No, you can't listen to it.
You are not. No.
So she and I used to switch iPods on the bus, and we would just give them back at the end of the day. We keep it throughout the day. But I knew how to burn CDs. I was really one of the only people that was like actively like burning CDs. So like people,
so crazy because it wasn't that hard.
It wasn't that hard, but just like people would bring me a blank CD to school, and they would give me like $4 or $5, and I would burn them as many tracks as I could fit on a CD. For them,
I told you it was 18.
Yes, and then they would take it home. They would take the CD home, rip the songs off the fucking CD, and put them on the goddamn MP3 player or on the iPod. And that was my business. That's how I was making my coins.
That's smart. Because I used to make mine, but it would just be like...
That's such a dated sentence.
Back in the day, which is so funny. Well, my party would be a pass. That's my souvenir for my party. I made mixed CDs.
You made a mixed CD? That's so cute.
I made mixed CDs.
That's so cute.
I made a cover, and the cover should be here, so I'll be putting them physically in there myself. The CDs don't have nothing on them, but I feel like the CD should just be in there.
You not put on the CDs?
I put QR codes
to playlists
to the Apple Music playlist.
That's
and
cute.
the Spotify
Okay.
playlist on the actual. I'm a smart bitch.
Cute.
That's why I was like, hey, anybody know how to convert an Apple Music playlist? Because I was trying to put it on Spotify, but I don't have Spotify. I got to figure out how to do it. Anyway, cute shit. Because I used to do that too. Because like I used to make playlists even as a kid. And you know what my favorite playlist used to be? I used to love sex playlists and sex music. Because sex was so forbidden in my home. It just seemed like such a fun, like when I have sex, it's going to be lit. I'm going to do it. So when I finally had sex, I'm like, I'm having sex right now. Like, this is so cool.
I liked sex music, but I liked thug ass, just like rap music. Like, I really I can still pretty much word for word, bar for, and I hate bitches like this because like, oh, you think you better than other bitches because you know mixtape Wayne? You're not. But when I say I can still rap
Pussy,
all the dedication
weed,
mixtapes and all the drought mixtapes off the top of my head from how I just ingrained that shit in my brain, because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to get to listen to this again because it's not allowed in my home.
At some point.
I've never been a lady. I am a whiskey drinking, mixtape listening to fucking dart throwing, pool playing, burly ass bitch, and I've been that all my goddamn life, and I'm fine with it.
Because what I was listening to, and fuck them, but that Neo, baby, I love making love in front of the mirror.
I was listening to that too now.
In front of the mirror.
But at that point, I was still disgusted by the thought of men touching
Why
me.
didn't I say? Well, so once I got
But Say It is my...
That was the next
Say It is a motherfucking song, bitch. Ooh. Doom, doom.
Doom, doom, doom.
And that's how you know Neo's an artist, because I would never fuck
that
Neo.
nigga is talented as fuck. And like, if I didn't know what Neo looked like from jump and I heard this, I'm like, oh, I know this nigga fine. He gotta be fine as fuck. And then if I would have seen Neo act, I had already seen Neo when I heard Say It. Say It is one of the best sex. Honestly,
It is an excellent sex
we're
song.
completely pivoting the episode. I don't give a fuck.
It's fine.
Some
We'll
of the
get back to
best
the history part.
Sex song. This is history. Sex songs. They don't make, like, I feel like because we've lost the art of sexual innuendo in R&B music and R&B music as a whole, we lost the art of how creative, because Brent just gonna say he want to fuck you in the ass.
Yeah. And could you just fucking not?
Which is like,
I didn't even bring my booty hole with me.
I ain't got the booty hole on me today.
I ain't got no asshole with me, bruh.
Wanting to do butt stuff, sure, fine, we'll figure it out. But like,
She'll figure it out. You stay out of my asshole.
Like, because back in the day, I want to go into your warmth hole. Sure.
Warmth
Let's
hole?
put it in. I want to. Warm you up in your bun, babe. Yes, warm me up in my bun. Brent, I wanna fuck you in your asshole. Brent.
Which is so crazy because my sex playlist is a mix of like shit from the Isley Brothers, and it's got some Brent on there. So if you shuffle it, you will go from "Oh, I believe you are a rainbow." It's like, remember when I poured that champagne on your head and fucked you from the back?
And that's why
you.
I have
it's like, oh,
two
no.
sex playlists, because I'm not mixing Chris Brown and Ron Isley. Because sometimes it's and then 3 in the morning. Like, I can't have both.
I was fucking recently, and Voyage to Atlantis by the Isley Brothers went off, and Oh Mine by Brent came on. Oh Mine. That shit said, oh, that shit was amazing. I said, ooh, wee, that was some good music. Look.
All Mine. Listen, let me tell you something. If All Mine had came out in like 2013 or 14,
I'd be pregnant.
because it's up there with like, I love this shit, with like Kappa songs. All Mine is a Kappa song.
I've not seen any of the boys do the shimmy. Into
That
it.
haven't, but you know.
It's the vibe.
It's the vibe.
Yeah.
When I tell you that, because Kappas ain't the same. Them fucking Kappas from 2012, 2013, 2014 would have ate All Mine up.
Oh.
And that's my Kappa era. I would have had to come up off some pussy for them niggas from back in, and I wasn't giving up pussy like that back then. But if a nigga, All Mine.
Sometimes a song would come out in my like late teens, early 20s, and I'd be like,
Y'all
oh, I
niggas
just
lucky.
got to throw some pussy to this song.
Well,
I just got to.
you just have to.
I just had to. Sometimes a song would come out and I'd be like, oh, me doing some fucking.
It's just some songs, man. Like, you think about it, because like,
Let me look at my sex playlist right now.
at the very least,
It's
like,
called Pull Out for what?
okay, I have one that's like Till the Cops Come Knocking, and then
That's an excellent sex song too.
Because Maxwell put his fucking 4C in that
His Max
motherfucker.
Wussy in there.
Bro, like some songs are just like, well, I got, you know what song it is? That I can't even listen to the song, because if the song is on and it's no like nothing to be penetrated with, I'm upset.
Nothing to be penetrated with. It's
And
crazy.
it came at a time where I was having sex I was not supposed to be having with somebody. Not supposed to be, not supposed to, like, I
I get what you're saying.
better judgment, not having sex, not like with somebody, man. It's a spirit on the song.
What song is it, girl?
You make me feel like it's magic.
That's on my sex playlist too. I ain't nobody but you. I'm never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being you. Because let me tell you something. I don't think the
2015. I failed all my classes that semester because of that song.
Punching.
When that song came on, it was like, well.
I don't even think The Weeknd is attractive, but I love a sad, broody boy. That's kind of my jam. So when sad, broody boys make sex music, I'm like, that's the pocket for me. That is just the fucking pocket for me musically.
And fuck him now, but when it came out, you know what other song got a spirit on it? I can't even hear it because it's like my mama ate that one little thing, it do be spirits. That fucking Sex Room song with Trey Songz and Ludacris.
That's not for me. That never did it for me. Trey Songz never really did it
was
for me.
I was deep in Trey. Like, I was honestly, like, when Trey came out being that weird ass nigga, like, I quit him cold turkey. Like, now Chris we still working on. But Trey, I
Trey
was so
Songz
disgusted.
seems like he can't fuck for real. To me. He does. I like to listen to songs where it's like, girls and boys, where it's like, you be fucking. And so if I can't get that vibe from you singing about fucking, I can't place myself in a space where I want to listen to your song while I'm fucking.
You know what it did for me, which is why probably I was so attached to Trey Songz. He came out in a time because I was B5. Oh, honestly, if you want to go before then, I was Orion.
That's crazy.
Because like Omarion was too old.
jam on
Orion
here.
was more accessible. He was newer, cool, great. Bitches wasn't on Orion like that. I had to fight hoes at school for Orion. Then B5, cool, great. Then I got into Chris. But I wasn't super into Chris until I saw the Take You Down video because I'm a freaky frog. And then once I matured, I'm into Chris. I liked, once Chris kind of fell off with the whole Rihanna shit because he was being this fucking degenerate. And then that's when Trey Songz was like, perfect. It's my chance. And this is when I was reading all them. So he came out with the album cover. So that was still, this is the J Smooth era. So we still like are impressed with
You
things
still
like
like body rolling on furniture. and
right,
shit.
so that still was acceptable at the time. So that was hot, right? Anticipation came out, that was good. And he had like Scratching Me Up, all this. And this is when I'm coming
Scratch Me Up was a nice record.
This is when I'm
That
coming
was
into my
record.
sexuality and what I like, what I was gonna like when I started fucking or whatever. But I was reading those fan fictions, and one fiction that I read that Trey Songz was the main character of, it was called Sex Education. It was on BBS Reloaded for the real bitches who was on watching fan fictions. And rest in peace to Ryan who wrote it, because and mind you, she was a virgin as well. She was writing the fuck. I'll airdrop. I have it on my phone.
I'm all set.
I will airdrop it, but
Don't do that.
It kind of really, sure. It kind of shaped my like sexuality, because it was so freaked out and detailed, and it was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do on my time on this earth, but one of them things is fucking Trey Songz, because it wasn't even Trey Songz, he was Rasan. That was the name of his character. And please, in the comments, if y'all were on BBS Reloaded, please tell me, like, I can't, me and my best friend Brittany from high school can't be the only bitches who was on here reading this shit.
I promise you weren't.
When I tell you she wrote the fuck out of this story, so it was like I was in love with Trey Songz, but I was projecting the fictional character who he was playing in this fan fiction onto Trey Songz. And that's why, like, Trey was just the pillar of what sex was to me. So when I really started, like, okay, my story of my sexuality, not like the orientation, but just like sexualness, is like when Chris Brown came out with Take You Down. We all know how we felt when we saw that video for the first time, whatever. So that's when I was like, I want to have sex. I feel like horny. That was my first time, like, I want to fuck something. Like, that was my first time, like, I'm trying to fuck something for real, nigga. And I was like, I want to fuck him. And then just like my fangirliness is what kind of, that's all because I couldn't go outside. I couldn't really lust in boys in real life. So I had that computer and that fucking TV. And then Trey Songz was just kind of like Chris Brown's older brother, kind of. So it's like, I want Trey. That nigga, he darker and he a real nigga. I want to fuck Trey Songz. So
That's so crazy.
Because he had a completely different.
This is gonna be so funny. And if any person who is on Twitter and knows my hatred for Drake, they are going to be like, there it is. That's the button. They're gonna be like, this is what this is all about. But I promise it's not. I think that, like, I thought about boys and sex in theory, but I was much more attracted to girls in terms of actually feeling sexual feelings when I was maybe like in middle school and shit like that. Like, the boys didn't get my coochie jumping. Like, I could recognize that a boy was cute, and, you know, I was exploring things. I might let somebody, you know, touch my boobie or something like that. But for the most part, like, boys weren't doing it for me. When I got to high school and I listened to So Far Gone.
Honestly, he's going to hell, but
he's going to hell, but that's an excellent project. When I listened to So Far Gone and then eventually Thank Me Later came out, I distinctly remember, like, because all my sex feelings, and this is really one of the first time I'm saying this out loud, all my, like, visualized sex feelings have been about girls. Like, I'd never, even boys that I was, like, kissing on and letting touch my private parts, like, I don't really like you for real. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And in my mind at the time, doing shit with girls was wrong. So I'm like, I guess I'll just close my eyes and see girls while y'all touching my coochie, because I'm not supposed to be doing this with girls. But when, I don't remember if it was on So Far Gone or if it was on Thank Me Later, but in my mind, Drake was in college. And that was my view of, like, when I could have sex. And then he went, I wish I wasn't famous. I wish I was still in school so that I could have you in my dorm room. I would put it on. And I was like, I'm going to fuck when I get to college. And
when
that,
you start to laugh.
that nigga ate that shit up. And Drake kind of singing about, like, this, like I said, sad, broody boy sex. I'm like, I love sad, broody boys. And that is a shame. I need to talk to the lady. Because why is the only acceptable man for me a sad, broody one? Boys are only sexy to me when they're...
What song is that?
It's an interlude. It's not Bria's interlude. Bria's interlude is Even When You're All Alone.
Yeah.
It's somebody's... Whose interlude is that?
Cece.
And wasn't Cece but a fucking baby at the time? He's a weirdo.
Only bitch I know who got an interlude, like, who I know it is Bria. But, like, those were solid. But again, these little...
But that was the first time I had ever...
Those are what shaped my, like, sexuality, because it's like, now I'm horny.
But it's also my boyfriend at the time was really into Drake. So he was sending me, like, Drake music. So I don't know if it's, like, because it was Drake at the time and I was just a girl and we were all into Drake at the time, or if it was...
Honestly,
my boyfriend was sending it to me.
I think that's what's so crazy about what's going on right now with the Kendrick shit, because Drake has been so important to all of us, of course, until he wasn't. But, like, where's no college without Drake? You know what I'm saying? into high school without Drake. And even when 2020, when I said something about Drake, remember I said something about Drake and people were harassing me and calling me all kinds of big black bitches and harassing me. They would have my email. They send me newsletters. They signed me up for hundreds of newsletters.
I do remember that. I just don't remember what you said.
It was Drake. It was like, oh, y'all give Kamala a hard time for being biracial, but don't do that to Drake. Something like that, which has not aged well, obviously. But it was true at the time because nobody was really having those conversations for real. Like, what you call him said that one thing, but that was really it. But the way I got caught, I just stopped talking about Drake. So to see everybody like talking shit about Drake now, I was like, y'all fake, first of all. Second of all,
I think that for me, because in high school and at the start, but I will say, like, in high school, not middle school, I don't think he was out then, but high school and the start of college, I was a huge Drake fan because, like I said, like, my boyfriend and like other guys and stuff were sending me Drake stuff. And I remember this is one of the last time I bought a CD. My father and I went to purchase Thank Me Later together. And we both got our own copy because we didn't want to share. And my dad loves new hip hop. And he's like, I don't want this at the bottom of your gross, crummy ass book bag. So you get one, I get one. And, you know, we just do our own thing. And me and my dad really sat and discussed the album. And it was interesting because this is a grown ass man listening to it. I'm a teenage girl, but like, it was good music. It was good music at the time. I think that once I started to outgrow Drake as a human, I started getting irritated with him. Cause it's like, you're not evolving. Like, we made fun of Jay-Z for stop wearing baggy jeans and put your suit on and 30 is the new 20. And
but that nigga was 77 years old.
But he was growing up and Drake refused to grow up. And then as you refuse to grow up, you got weird. And that's why I think it's so disgusting and disheartening.
Because I was trying to give Drake, because it's like, Drake, honestly, I think Drake was my last fave left, and I was trying to kind of hold on
to it.
I had lost Chris. I definitely lost Trey. And I
have a comment about Chris Brown. Just
what? Yeah. Go say it.
No, I gave up Chris Brown so easily. Like, once he got weird, I was like, that bitch is a bitch beater. And I was like, I never got to come back here again. I don't remember the name. And this is my you know how it's like, worst person you know makes an excellent point. Like that meme on Twitter. It was like the two worst people you know make an excellent song. And I can't remember the name of it and I can't even sing it right now. They made a song in 2019. Yes, I can. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. Honestly? When I say, you know how like the little boy with the meme face on Twitter and somebody will have something good happen to him and it's like, thanks. Congratulations. That's literally how I felt. Like there are pictures and videos of me at that time, like dancing like this. Cause I'm mad at these two horrible ass niggas. That shit, when I say that shit was a banger, it's not even on my phone. But if I hear that shit out, it's getting one of these and then I'm going to the bathroom and pretend like I don't like it.
So the thing about that song is, and especially like the
and I was with Patrick at that time, so it's body rolling in the club and kissing in the mouth.
Yeah. And like, I know y'all did this to make Rihanna mad, and it was probably one of the best songs to close out that decade. And it was the last real summer. Like, I was in New York. We was on rooftops. We was having fun.
This was pre-pandemic. It was kissing right
in the mouth in the club. It was fun. When I tell you, I'm letting the song play. I'm sorry. And they are going to hell, and I rebuke them, and I denounce them, and I hate them. That is one of the best songs.
Like I said, I have to leave the dance floor when it comes on, because I distinctly remember I went to Miami on a couples trip with Patrick, and if you're listening to this, I don't remember your name, I didn't save your number. This nigga had the baddest bitch on the goddamn planet, and I told that nigga, and I never told her that I said this, but if you listen to it, I said, you got one fucking time to fuck up with this girl, and I'm leaving this nigga, and that bitch is coming with me. I swear to God, I'll start a family with this hoe. We went on a couples trip, and I remember the lights were like purple and blue, and they were hitting her. She was dancing by herself because her nigga was being so mean to her the whole trip. He wouldn't dance with her, engage with her, nothing. And this was like one of the first in real life, real beautiful, like well put together BBLs I had seen. I didn't even think she had a BBL. I was like,
BBLs didn't really hit the streets of the pandemic.
I was like, you are God's favorite. I was like, how are you shaped like this? She was like, I went to the doctor. Like, please do not base your body on me. Like, I went to the doctor. Like, you're doing great for somebody who is just like
first like. Those
couple BBLs.
No. I'm trying to figure, what's the word? The C word. The first, not citizen. What's the fucking,
like beta testing BBLs?
What are regular people? Civilian. The first civilian BBLs was really nice. Then everybody started getting
her BBL was so good. I remember that song was playing, and it was the top of the song. And the lights were purple and blue, and they were hitting her, and I was not out to Patrick. He didn't know I was bi. This is like, I hadn't gotten to that point where I felt safe enough to tell him. So I'm just staring at this girl and I'm like salivating. Like I feel my mouth filling with fucking saliva and my mouth started tasting like pennies and I'm like, I'm about to throw up. And so I grabbed Patrick and then we went to the dance floor and that was just such like a good song. And I remember feeling shamed while I was dancing to it because I'm like, these are the worst niggas you don't know. You've got to stop. Yeah, so and I've not danced to that song since. But that bad bitch on that couple's trip, if you remember me and you listen to this podcast, I swear to God.
See, I didn't hate Drake then, so that was my excuse. Like, well, it's Drake. So, like, Drake jumped. That's a really good song.
I hated Drake ever since he started playing with Rihanna, playing in her face.
See, I was a Rihanna that had a Drake, so I thought it was funny.
Oh.
Like, you know this nigga like you. Stop. Just leave the boy alone. And I was also Rihanna-ing, so I felt seen by that. And I kind of probably felt bad for Drake in that, what you call it. But once the receipts started adding up and I was like...
When he tried to kiss her in the mouth, like, not kiss her in the mouth, but like kiss her at that award show and was like, my thing about it... My least favorite thing about human beings is like... Do not put me in a position to be the bad guy in front of people because you think I'm going to change my answer or my reaction because I don't want to embarrass you or me. I have never been a person to be embarrassed.
I've had a nigga do that to me so many fucking times. Stop
it right. Because I would have cussed Drake out. That would have been the niggeriest moment on TV.
And then to know that it was his like kind of like incel adjacent revenge. It's like, well, I'm going to make a song with your abuser. That's crazy as
You
fuck.
could have never possibly loved me.
Y'all niggas hate it. Do you remember when them niggas... You don't, because this is something I kept up with in 2012. Them niggas started that fight and that took a chunk out of Chris Brown's chin and he posted that picture like, these niggas fucked me up. And then Meek Mill was like, that pussy must be good.
Oh, Lord.
That was the longest night on Twitter. It was just... They both going to hell, but that is a good song.
That is a good song.
Honestly, I feel like we can wrap up.
We didn't talk about no history. I did want to talk about how the German soldiers was on meth.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite history things. It's like Hitler was dispensing meth to. It's because I'm drunk. This drink is beating my ass. Maybe we do another history episode because I can't even articulate.
Well, we can do our homework properly, but this was like drunk history adjacent. Honestly, I had a blast.
And
we talked about
and I'm hot. I feel like James Brown when he was like.